Welcome back to Between Bells. With much of the country ordered to stay home from work and school to avoid spreading the coronavirus, many are turning to at-home fitness to keep their routines and stay active. In response, many gyms are taking their classes online. And one of them is New York City's Fhitting Room, which typically holds classes at its two Manhattan locations. And this week, the company launched Fhitting Room Live, which delivers workouts as well as a chance to see and interact with the fitness community live. Joining us now is Kari Saitowitz, founder of Fhitting Room. Kari, great to have you with us today. Full disclosure, I've been to many Fhitting Room classes. That workout kicks my butt, but I'm curious, what exactly is Fhitting Room Live?
Hi, thanks for having me. So Fhitting Room Live is basically meant to bring our in-studio experience to everybody wherever they are and still deliver the same community that you get when you're in the studio, the same fit pros that you're used to, the same instruction as far as form correction, eyeballs on you while you're doing your movements, and obviously a great workout. We also
And
have
Kari,
Fitting Room on Demand. Yes. Sorry, I was going to
go
say
ahead.
the best part about live is the two-way communication. So you're getting to interact with everybody else who's doing class with you. You could see them, you could speak with them, and you can speak with your trainer.
Yeah, to that point, Fhitting Room classes themselves are so social by nature. There's partner workouts, that sort of thing. What was the process in coming up with a similar social approach in taking this online?
Yeah, so we basically call it connection, not perfection. And last week, when everything was unfolding so rapidly as far as the coronavirus, especially here in New York City, we decided that the most important thing to deliver to our clients and our community, as well as anybody from all around the world, would be the ability to connect with other human beings and feel like you're having a shared experience. It's a little bit of normalcy in an otherwise really uncertain time.
And some gyms, I've heard from my friends, are letting them borrow equipment from their local gyms. For example, I have a friend whose CrossFit gym is letting her take home kettlebells, that sort of thing. You guys do have a lot of equipment in your studios. Is this something you guys have considered, or you're relying on customers to kind of use what they have at home?
We have a ton of equipment inside the studios. You're correct there. We have decided to keep all of the equipment in the studios, which have been thoroughly deep cleaned. We also want to be able to turn around our opening as quickly as possible once it's safe to do so. So we're keeping our equipment in our studios. The majority of our live classes require nothing more than your body weight. Trainers are able to tell you how to load up if you do have equipment available to you. And then we also have about 10% of the classes that use either dumbbells or kettlebells or one or the other. And we'll be introducing some classes that use bands as well, resistance bands. And we have several equipment partners who we're working with to put together kits to complement the at-home workouts at a discount to clients. We know this is a really challenging time for everybody.
Yeah, I've seen so many examples on social media of people using canned goods, using textbooks, that sort of thing to try to find ways to work out. What advice do you have for people who don't have equipment at home? What are some of the best types of exercises you can do without anything but just a little bit of space in your New York City apartment?
Yeah, well, there's absolutely plenty of weight to work with your own body weight. So there's our live classes. Again, most of them are body weight only, but there's a ton of content out there on the internet as well for body weight workouts. And then you can also turn your household furniture into equipment. So for example, in a gym, we might have a plyo box that we use for something like a tricep dip. At home, you could use chairs, couches, etc. You can elevate a rear leg while doing squats to make them a little bit more challenging, lunges, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of things you could work with around your apartment as well as yourself.
Some of us hold ourselves accountable by signing up for classes. That's what keeps me going to the gym. But I find it hard to find motivation when I wake up in the morning to just do a workout on my own. What advice do you have for people who are looking for that motivation where they might normally look for it in a class with their friends?
Yeah, I completely agree. We say the buddy system is the best system. So, one of the things about Fitting Room Live, where you can see who you're working out with, is that you are a lot more likely not to set that snooze button if you know your friend is waiting for you. And it's an opportunity to see them and engage with them both before and after class. We give clients a few minutes to chat with each other so that whether they know each other already or they're meeting for the first time, it's an opportunity just to interact with like-minded people. I've had people in classes of mine this week from Australia, Montana. I've made a workout date with a former colleague who lives in LA. It was our first time we got to take class together in a couple of years. So there's a lot of opportunities to reconnect with your family members or coworkers if you're all telecommuting, college roommates, and work out with people you don't usually get to work out with.
No better person to yell at you for not working out than your own best friend. But Kari, we've seen a theme of interest in at-home fitness even before this global pandemic, whether it's Peloton or Mirror, these kinds of companies. Do you foresee this online fitness being a part of the fitting room going forward?
We launched Fitting Room on Demand this summer, which is a one-way, essentially, at-home product so that you can use it anywhere you are, whether you're offline or online. And we are actually giving 30 days complimentary of Fitting Room on Demand right now and lowered the monthly subscription rate. And that was really to complement our in-studio experience. So there we saw the majority of subscribers being existing customers of ours so that when they're on business travel or on vacation, they could supplement their in-studio workouts with their favorite trainers. With Fitting Room Live, I actually think this might be the beginning of something new because it's been really phenomenally useful for people in a number of ways. I'd say the fitness is part of it, but just the communication and the ability to connect with people from all over the place has become a really big selling point of the proposition.
Great to hear that there's a lot of options out there for everyone. That's Kari Saitowitz, founder of Fitting Room. Kari, thanks again for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up on Between